Hello everyone, Tommy Station here with my cup of tea. Must have a cup of tea. Right, today's subject is rear flashing lamps on OO scale wagons or coaches or brake vans or whatever you want to put them on. So I want to show you my cheap method of installing the rear flashing light. So basically I'll show you the components. Here we have the lamps. These are from Rusty Nails. Minute things, absolutely minute. An on-off switch, an LED bulb which is connected to my power supply at the moment, then one of these PP9 battery connectors. Okay, now all these came from eBay. There's a bag there with some of those connectors in. So what I'll do, I'll just turn on the power supply. There we go. And I'll turn the voltage up to 9 because that's the power the battery has. Turn it up slowly. There we go, spot on 9. So there's the light flashing. So there's no fancy electrics, no diodes, nothing. It's very, very simple, the system I've come up with. Yes, it involves a battery, but these will last for years because these little LEDs consume nothing. This is a 3mm LED bulb. I've gone off using the 5mm. I've recently installed some lights in my SE11 and they're 3mm and they're more than bright enough. Right, so let's switch that off. Now then, let's go on to the wagon itself. I don't know how well the light's going to pick this up. I drilled a hole through that minute lamp, and what I've done, I've installed, again the lighting is probably not very good, I've installed the switch on the rear of the brake van. Now what I'll do, I'll take off the roof. This is held on with a magnet. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll just remove this. There we go. So there's the battery, its wiring connector and the switch. And then if I can pan around, again the lighting is not very good. I've drilled through that internal box, so to speak, and inserted the LED bulb in from the rear. So like I say, it's a very cheap system. It's reliable. Only drawback is you have to switch it off manually. It doesn't have the magnetic switching like some of the models do. So I'll just pop the roof on. There we are. That's that. So I'll switch it on. There we go. So I think that's gives quite a good effect. And luckily, it was more by luck than judgment. When I decided to have a look inside this brake van, the dimensions were absolutely perfect for a PP9 battery, its wiring connector there, and the switch was a bit tricky because of its length. So again, I've had to install it from the outside. I made a couple of holes, then elongated them with a file, So the switch fits in quite nicely. There we are. There's the switch. So that's approximately 8 millimeters wide. So it just happened to be perfect that nothing fouls inside. You can remove the battery very, very easily. So I'm quite happy with how it turned out. Okay, the switches may be a bit ugly, but even that could be cut down so it's almost flush with the metal casing, and you could operate it with a small hook or something if you want to be really fussy. I'm not. As long as it works, that's what I'm concerned about. The cosmetics can be dealt with. If you wish, you can cut that switch down and just have a small stub. So you can, if you've got good fingernails or something to trigger it, there we go. So, like I say, the biggest headache was drilling a hole through those small lamps. And like I say, they are miniature. They are minute. And then I painted it white. I actually did one and the handle snapped off. I had to do another one. But never mind, it's all practice. I have more than enough. So it's again a very, very simple, cost-effective system. No underneath contacts on the wheels or the axles. Like I say, the battery should last for years. This is actually an old battery that I used to use for testing my locos, and it's powering this no trouble at all. So there we go. I hope this might help someone. Again, I'll just pop the roof off. There we are. PP9 battery, switch, and a bulb, and a magnet. There we go. Okay, so thank you for watching. Bye now.